How you doing, guys? Want to show you a way to do a safe way to do a knife necklace or like a lanyard, whatever you want to call this. It's a necklace for your neck knives. Some people melt the ends together, and that's great. But what I like, I don't carry neck knives often, not much at all. But sometimes when I'm around the shop, I found this to be pretty useful, just to have it right there around your neck where you can just pull it off, cut what you need, and then just kind of push it right back. Um, but I don't like the idea, just like everybody, or especially if you're going to take a hike or something, I don't like the idea of the paracord just tied together, because you guys know this stuff is really, really strong. And that could be dangerous, something that's really strong and around your neck. So you want a breakaway point. You want to create a weak spot. Like I said, some people just fuse it together. There's different ways to tie it and stuff where it's not as strong. But the very best way is a cheaper chain like this, a ball chain. And what this is a 3-foot pull chain for a ceiling fan. So you can find this at any hardware store in the ceiling fan aisle. And just make sure it has that clasp. So you see this, I picked up at the Lowe's. Love this Warncliffe. So go ahead and open it up. And what I have laying here is this kind of stuff you need. Oh, look at that. It has 2 of the ends. That's beautiful. So I'll put one away. My paracord, first you got to figure out how much paracord, what color you want, obviously. Make sure it's still gutted, right? And then we got to pull this chain through here. So the very best way to do that is to take your end without the clasp on it, right? And tie it on these strands here. But you can pull out pull out about half of your strands just to create the room. In there. Now we have our room. Alright. So now we have strands on both ends. And if I didn't say, this should be pretty obvious. Make sure your paracord is about the size that you need. You can adjust it a little bit later on, but make sure it's about where you want it. So you might be able to tell where I'm going. What I'm going to do is just tie this onto these strands here. Alright, so it should work. So now we're going to slowly pull this through here. Actually, I should have done it at the front. That's okay, I'll just clip off this excess here, because I know I'm going to have to clip this cord down anyways. So you'll need a pair of wire cutters. Now we're tied on at the tip. Don't lose your ends over here. And we will slowly feed this through here. And we'll still have the ball and chain, but without the irritating metal on your skin. Right? Start that off there. Now I've got it going in here. Now I simply pull on this, and it's going to bunch up the housing. Just work your way through here. So about 10 minutes later, I fed the whole thing through here. So now I have ball and chain on both ends. So really all I did was put a nice little housing, I guess, more stylish housing around the ball chain. Some people can just rock these ball chains around. I find them really irritating. So anyways, now you've got, remember this is a 3-foot ball chain here. So what I do before I guess I could cut these strings off here. Actually cut up a little bit. And one thing I found, this is going to be alright for me because I left it just a little bit long, is look how frayed these housings came. The paracord come. Which is okay. I'm going to cut down just a little bit of this with my Swiss Army scissors. So I don't want to melt all those. A little bit of those frays though will help to seal everything when it melts. Then we're going to melt it up for a nice even seal. I've done this a few times, and I know this is a technique a lot of people use. I did not invent this or anything. So we'll just melt this around. Right, lick your fingers and kind of pull it forward. So you see that seal? Now what I want to do is go out about 2 balls, because I can always cut off more later. We'll do the same thing to this end. So I've done it to both ends now. Put the clasp on one end, and what you can see is I had 1 ball coming out of both sides. So that way, now I've got a breakaway point. There can't be but so much pressure and this thing will break away. And now you can either choose to put this on the back of your neck or drape this around your neck, and you can use this for several different knives. And when you go to put your knife on in the morning or whenever, drape this around your neck and then just clamp your blade on, depending on how you want it to look. If you want this ugly part out front, the clasp, right? So you can have it hanging on your neck like that, or you can make it so this side goes against your body, which will be irritating as well. So any way you want to do it, you can use it like this. I will probably make sure this is real smooth here, and then hang that on, make sure this is the back of my neck here. But there you go. Now it's a nice, safe, breakaway necklace for your neck knife. I think it's a little bit better solution than anything I've used. Let's just say that. If you're going to carry a neck knife, is the way I carry them. So that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the tutorial. Tons of more videos coming up. I got a big account update and everything coming. So that's it. Review on this coming up, although I probably don't need to. A lot of people have this. OCR KT Minimalist. And also this one, CKC, I forget what this is. One of his Kylie's neck knives here. So anyways, thanks a lot Trader Joe's for that. Good man. He's a good man. Alright. That's it, guys. I'm going to get out of here. See ya.